Morning. It's August 1st, 2019. No, 2020 today. The year of COVID. The year of COVID. Here is a vehicle with cracked windshield. And those are rocker panels. Apparently it was safety in Manitoba at CK Auto at 801 Redwood. Okay, see this? I'm sure most of the people watching this video are from Sagkeeng who have tried to get a vehicle safety. It would not pass the safety with those rockers rusted out like that. And then these headlights are questionable because they're supposed to be crystal clear for safety. And they're not. It was sold to an elderly lady from out here in Sagkeeng First Nation. It's registered as a 2007 Pontiac G6, and it was safetied at 237. And now today, less than a month later, it has 10,000 kilometers on it since the safety. I have the paperwork in the house. Yeah. See that? Both sides. I shouldn't laugh, but and then you hit the horn, and that's not working. That lady said she had to buy bulbs in order to get the signals working, and she bought a headlight, she said. It's running like crap. Check engine light flashing. Service traction is flashing. TC's on us. Yeah, something very wrong with this. Oh, stalled. Anyways, it was sold by one of our counselors, elected counselors, who was voted in to help the people, support the people, and do whatever they can to help the elderly. The elderly is always stressed. Help our elders out in Sagkeeng First Nation. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. If the counselor sold this knowing it had a bogus safety because it was done by another band member, who sells drugs here on the reserve. And he's involved in gang activity. So this is the vehicle that John took to him and got it safety. Apparently he charges $500 for a bogus safety. He takes the paperwork in. So I was able, this lady wasn't provided, she wasn't provided the safety inspection paper, because when she brought it here, I had a bunch of questions. We know about this and that, like what's wrong with this, what happened here, and I thought she had the vehicle for a couple of years or so, but she said, no, I just bought it, she said, less than a month ago, she said. So I said, well, where's the safety paper? And then she said that counselor never gave her the paper. But there's ways of finding out where there was safety without the safety paper. You know, when you know what, when you've been working on vehicles long enough, as long as I have, and dealing with MPI. And anyways, this lady is an elderly lady. She spent her pension money on this vehicle, and I don't know what she's gonna eat for the rest of the month. Yeah. Sad. That a elected counselor who was voted in to help the people is not helping, and nobody. I got a hold of the people who safetied it. It's safetied at CK Auto in Winnipeg. This car was never ever at CK Auto. Just the papers were there. The guy just wrote up. It's called a paper safety. That's what motor vehicle and inspections calls them. Paper safeties. That's what they call them. Over here out in Sagkeeng, we call them bogus safeties. So just letting you guys know to beware that if you're gonna buy a vehicle without having the safety inspection paper, a lot of times it'll be on the registration, and it'll tell you when it expired, when it expires. You can sell a vehicle a week or 2 days before the safety expires, and the person can register it. But after it expires, you have to get it re-safetied. But this one was done like a month ago, and those rockers, the windshield, the horn. She bought bulbs for the signals. She shouldn't have had to spend any money on it. You know, she went for an oil change, she said, at another shop. But she wasn't too impressed with that shop either, because they never told her anything. Because it's band owned. So why would they tell her anything? You know, they have to protect the counselor. And he's been a counselor for many years, and more than several years, more like 10 years. I think he had one term where he didn't get in, but yeah, quite a long time he's been in there, and he's always saying that he stresses that he's here for the people, to help the people of Sagkeeng, and that's what people seem to think. But why would he do this to? And actually, this is his auntie that he did that to, his relative. And when he sold it to her, he told her to just drive it around in Sagkeeng. And she said, "Well, the reason why I'm buying a car is because I want to go out shopping in Walmart and Sagkeeng and stuff like that." She told him. She hit the horn. The horn didn't work. And all he did was laugh, she said. She said all he did was laugh when I said, "Look, at the horn's not working," and he laughed. So he's clearly for profit. He's not here to help the people, especially his own relatives, or his own auntie. I don't know about his other relatives, but his auntie, and maybe he's not really close to her, why he doesn't care for the safety of her life, her food, her well-being, her health. She has health issues. She has to go to the hospital. Yesterday I was talking to her and she said, as I was telling her I was doing the investigation for her and to follow up on where it got safety and try and rectify this situation, get it fixed. The people that wrote up the safety, they never did any work to it. They never saw the vehicle, but they're taking full responsibility for their actions. CK Auto, and they're gonna fix everything up to par, the rockers, the windshield, I think the motor, I think they might have said the motor too, it's not running as it should be, and the horn, and whatever issues, it needs to be safety, so they might have to do the brakes, the rotors, emergency brake cable, like, I just did a visual. I didn't actually pull off the tires because there was no need for me to pull off the tires. Why she came in was for something else. But I had a bunch of questions as to when I was fixing something else or trying to fix something else. But I told her, well, I'll find out where it got safety. And she said that she wasn't provided a safety inspection paper. The guy didn't want to give her. She said, but I got it. So tracked it down. Now, CK Auto talked to the guy, and he's going to take full responsibility for his actions, which is commendable, honorable on his part. You know, like Johnish or Bernie should be helping this old lady, this elder. An elder of Sagkeeng and the community of Sagkeeng, and everybody's always saying help your elders, respect your elders, elders come first. You know, when you go to you're lined up somewhere at the band hall or a band meeting, and then sometimes there's a feast after. They say the elders will eat first, elders this, elders that. So elders meeting, like, so there's no showing of respect or loyalty to the elders out here if they're going to be doing this, our elected councillors. So with that being said, I just want to let everybody know, buyer beware. Make sure you get the safety inspection paper before you buy a vehicle off of anyone, not just a band councillor. Just because he's a band councillor doesn't mean he's honest. Okay? So yeah, just buyer beware, and have it inspected by a third party prior to buying something. Look at the rockers, lay it down, look underneath, check the safety paper out. When the safety was done, it'll also state on the registration paper. It's called the TOD. When it was done, when it expires, at the very bottom in small writing. So hope you guys take this as an educational video, and I hope it's helpful to the members of Sagkeeng and other First Nation reserves, and everybody in general in Winnipeg, Manitoba, or Sagkeeng First Nation, Black River, Pine Falls, Manigatagan, Whole River, Scanterbury, you know, all those neighboring towns and cities. Alright, that concludes my comments, and I'm just waiting for Henry's Towing to tow it to the CK Auto, and hopefully they honor their agreement over, it was a verbal agreement over the phone with CK Auto. The owner of that place, he said that he'll fix everything. So I'll keep you guys updated, and I think if they fix at it, go at it Monday, it should be ready by Friday, this vehicle. So I'll have another video like before and after type thing. Alright, thank you.